Hey guys, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2011 comedy What's Your Number starring Chris Evans and Anna Faris. I am obsessed with this movie. It's one of those movies that I said we keep talking about. One of the movies I can watch nonstop and never get bored of. It is super funny, but it has such an eclectic ensemble cast, and I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Let's be overly dramatic. I am obsessed with this movie. I saw it opening day. I remember with one of my friends at one of the old movie theaters in town that actually closed. But yeah, so we went to see it because Anna Faris is awesome, and we love Anna Faris, and she's from all of the '90s scary movies and the 2000s movies, and she's great. She's Anna Faris. She can do anything. At this time, she was married to Chris Pratt. I'm still processing their divorce. They have a beautiful son named Jack. But Chris was in his Parks and Rec days, so he was more of the Andy character. Overweight, sloppy, not anything like the Star-Lord that he is now. So Chris Evans is Chris Evans. He's just a sculpted, beautiful, gorgeous man. That's aesthetics for you, right? It's Chris Evans. He can do anything. So this film revolves around Anna Faris' character, who takes this Cosmo quiz after she gets fired from Joel McHale, whose character's name I can't remember. But she hooks up with guy after guy after guy. And the quiz is something like, what's your number? So what's the number of men you sleep with until you find the one or something like that. And I forget the number. It's a very low number, but she had 19, and they said that if you pass 20 guys, then you're not going to find true love. So she's freaking out because her sister's getting married, and everyone's getting older, and she's like, oh my god, did I sleep with my Prince Charming, and should I find him and see if these guys have changed at all, because my sister's future husband changed, and because he was a douchebag at one point. So the plot of the movie is to locate all of these guys to see if they have changed at all, to make sure that they are her one true love. Very predictable film. Obviously, she winds up with Chris Evans at the end. Spoiler alert, after 7 years, if you haven't watched it, you're the idiot in this particular situation, because it's an awesome film. It's hysterical. But I love Chris Evans' character. He's this Boston bro. He's this musician who doesn't want to do that much, but he still has hopes and dreams. But he's the son of a private investigator, and he sleeps with girl after girl after girl after girl. And he's talking about mice and Cinderella at one point, and he's in his very tight blue boxer shorts playing guitar on a couch, but you think he's naked, and then he brings the guitar up, and you see his boxers, and you're freaking out because it's Chris Evans. So it's cool seeing the dynamic of Chris and Anna working together. Of course drama happens, and of course they fight, and then they make up, and it's just such a fun, warm movie that I just never felt bored. I watch it all the time. It's just so entertaining to watch it with someone who hasn't seen it before. And I always, how you have this specific image in your head of how a celebrity is in real life. Ryan Gosling is this god as far as I'm concerned. He can do no wrong. He could kill someone, and I would say that person deserved it. Even if they were a 90-year-old woman just walking home with a shopping cart and he took a knife to her. Ryan Gosling can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. And I'm pretty sure that the real Ryan Gosling is not like the superhero Ryan Gosling that I hold near and dear to my heart. That's just how it is. So in my mind, I see Chris Evans as this particular character from What's Your Number? I see him as this Boston bro who's just figuring life out and going with the flow, and does his artsy stuff when he wants to, and still works out and still eats whatever the hell he wants to, and still looks gorgeous, and knows how to play sports, and it's just the Boston bro, everything's wicked. I see that as Chris Evans in real life, that character. It probably isn't, but who am I to know? I've never met him. I can't tell you firsthand how Chris actually is in real life. So the Chris Evans in my mind is awesome. That's all that matters, because I'm happy with that. This movie, though, is a lot of fun. Like I said, I don't know where you can watch it, if it's on Netflix or Hulu, or I'm sure you can find it on YouTube somewhere. like the full movie or whatever, Amazon. It took me by surprise because I thought it was funny 7 years ago, but I didn't think it'd be still so relevant and important to me as a human now, 7 years later. Like, I still turn to that movie and, like, you know, when you're down on your luck and, like, things happen and you're still trying to find yourself, you know, you're allowed to question. I say this in every video. I realize how repetitive I'm getting. And I know that I'm talking to myself and I'm talking to one specific individual as well. But just because you think that a journey is over doesn't mean it actually is. Just because you're afraid to jump into the next adventure doesn't mean you need to be afraid. You know, you're not in this alone. You're here. We're here together. We can get through this. Just breathe. And someday will come. And Anna Faris's character sees that someday will come. And the person who was helping her the entire time to figure herself out happened to be the someday. And it's so cute and beautiful and cheesy and romantic, and I love every little bit of it. With that being said, I give What's Your Number a solid 10 out of 10 volts. Go watch it. Mucho mahalo, guys.